Hi guys, good evening. So in the last session, we have seen some introduction to the firepower that, initially what was the scenario that it was the Snort company. Okay, Snort was an IDS. So that Snort was then designed in like the person who developed Snort. Okay, Snort was basically an IDS engine only, intrusion detection system only. Okay. So the person who developed Snort, he started the company SourceFire, and under the SourceFire, he started this SourceFire 3D system. Okay, which was including 3 devices. Then later on, Cisco acquired it in the year 2013, and it became like the organization was Cisco, and the SourceFire 3D system, it became what? Fireside system. Okay. So let me start the pen. Okay, so the product family became what? Fireside system. Then in the version 5.4, again, it was Fireside system only. And from the version 6.x, this product family became what? Firepower system. And now we are using what? Firepower. Okay. So whether it's SourceFire, Firepower, both are the same thing only. Okay. Now we came through this naming convention that your SourceFire was having series 2 and series 3. Series 2 appliances were like series 2000, 3000, and they are already outdated. And then these were the device names. So this was your SourceFire 3D system, the 3 devices. SourceFire Defense Center. So this is what? Your manager. Okay. Then SourceFire NG-IPS. So this was your intrusion prevention system, and this was your next generation firewall. Okay, when this was the naming convention when it was under the SourceFire company. Later on, it was acquired in the year 2013. Cisco acquired it, so it became what? Fireside system. So in the Fireside, we were calling it Fireside Defense Center or Defense Center. Then Fireside NG-IPS, Fireside Next Generation Firewall. And in the version 5.4, Cisco changed the name little bit for the manager. So they named it Fireside Management Center. Okay. Or Fireside Defense Center or Defense Center only. Okay. These all 3 names were being used for the same thing. And then later on from 6.x only, they changed it completely to Fireside Management Center, which we right now call it as a FMC, the Firepower Management Center. And this is your Firepower NG-IPS and your next generation firewall, which is your FTD. Okay, so this is how the naming convention is. And this is about NG-IPS. This was how the evolution of your next generation firewall occurred. So we already know, we have seen this thing that initially Cisco was having what? The PIX firewall around the year 1994. Okay, and that time the SourceFire was using what? Snort engine. Okay, and then with PIX, you had to go and use VPN 3000, and both of the things combined, your VPN 3000 and PIX, it became what? ASA. And then Snort changed into Firepower. That means after Cisco acquisition, your Snort was changed to Firepower. Now what? Some of the Firepower features were added to the ASA also, right? So in which series? Your X series firewalls of your ASA. These are the X series firewalls, X series firewalls of the ASA, which were having what? Firepower services. Okay. So these are the firewalls. Then after the Firepower family, it was famous for what? IDS and IPS solution only. So the Firepower features, dedicated Firepower features, they are available in Firepower 7000 and 8000 series. These are your NG-IPS models. These are what your NG-IPS models. And then some features from your ASA, like your device manager, NAT, VPN, and some other features, as well as your IPS features, they are combined. And now we have what? Your firepower threat defense. That is your FTD. Okay. Because of this, we have the firepower threat defense. So combined your NG-IPS and ASA. This is why we say, right, that your FTD is what? FTD, like generally when we'll say, so we'll say FTD is what? Your ASA plus your NG-IPS. Why? Because in the FTD, we have, this is FTD. So we have two engines. One is the Lena engine and one is the Snort engine. So the Lena engine, it will be responsible for L3, L4 filtering, and your Snort engine, it will be responsible for L7 filtering. Okay, this is how they are responsible. Then after this, same thing, the naming convention for your FMC. These are the FMC models. Then these are some other models, and this is the configuration. Okay, so now let's go for the lab setup. Today we will set up our lab. So how our lab is going to look like? See here. So today what we'll see is we will see EVE-NG lab setup. Okay. This is the part that we will see today. So what all the things our lab is going to include? We are going to have a FTD firewall. And this is the FTD firewall. We will have our inside network. And then on the outside, we will use internet. On the DMZ side, I'll use only one router only as a DMZ server. And on the management side, I will connect one switch. Okay. Then this is a switch. Let's call it as an inside switch. And this is the management switch. Okay. This is FTD. Then after we have the side internet. Then on the inside, we will have inside router 1, inside router 2, and we will use one PC. Okay. Then on the DMZ side, I'll use one router. And here internet side. So initially on the internet side, we will be using one router only. And later on, once we are done with the policies and on, when we want to filter the L7 traffic. So in that case, what we'll do is we will go with the real internet also. We'll connect our FTD with the real internet and we'll try to filter the traffic. Okay. When we'll perform application filtering, URL filtering, there we will connect your FTD to the real internet. Okay. Then I'm going to have a management PC and we will have a AD DNS server. And for management of your firewall, we will use a FMC also. These are all the devices that we are going to use. This is how the connections will be. Okay. So initially, this is how we'll design our lab. This is inside our room. And this will be inside R2. Inside PC. This is management PC. This is EVE-NG. This is FMC. This is DMG. And when we will learn about policy, so let's do one thing. We will use more than this. Okay, more than one device we will use. What you will do is here you will use a switch on the outside. Okay, this switch we will take it as an example of internet. That this is your internet, or you can say outside switch. Then we will use outside R1 and outside R2. After that, we will connect it to real internet. And this is how our lab is going to look like. Not inside, sorry. Outside R1. In this case, outside R2. Okay. Coming to the IP addresses, so here this is our inside zone. So here we will use 10.110/24. And this is our outside zone. So we'll use 11.110/24. This is DMZ. We'll use 10.2.2.0/24. And this is management network. So here we'll use 10.3.3.0/24. Okay. And coming to the IP addresses, so IP address on the inside R1 we will keep 10.1.1.25. 10.1.1.26. 10.1.1.1. Then this one I'll say 10.3.3.101. ADDNS 10.3.3, let's say we will use 62. Okay, why? Because we will be, sorry, this ADDNS. Okay, so ADDNS IP will be, let's say 10.3.3.100. Okay, this is the IP I'll keep on. ADDNS and FMC IP, we will keep it as a 10.3.3.62. Why? Just because the version of FMC is 6.2. So just for that thing, we will use your 10.3.3.62 here. And ADDNS I'll configure with 10.3.3.100. Okay, then outside. So outside R1, we'll have the IP 11.1.1.25. This will have 11.1.1.26. DMZ will have 10.2.2.125. And your FTD, these interfaces of FTD, these are what you can say like the 0x0 interface. Okay, this is you can say like Z0x1 interface. This one you can say like Z0x2 interface. Okay, and this is dedicated management interface. Now the Z0x0 interface, 1011 pin. The 2.2.10, 10.3.3.10, and this is 11.1.10. This is how our lab is going to look like. This is clear? Yes or no? Okay. Now let's go and design our lab. So today we'll see the lab setup in the EVE-NG, and then next session we will see, that means tomorrow, we will see about ESXi. So here total FTD will take 8 GB RAM, FMC will take 8 GB RAM, AD will take 8 GB RAM, then management and inside PC 4 plus 4 8. So 32, 33, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40 GB RAM is built. 40 GB RAM is going to be required. Okay. So let's start. When we close it, FTD 8 PM. Basic. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about the management side. Okay. So on the management side, we have one FMC. So I'll take FMC 6.2. FMC, and this is one FMC. So you can see 8 GB RAM it's going to take, and 4 core CPU will take. Okay, this is your FMC. And then we require a switch. And then we require one ADDNS. For ADDNS, I'll use Windows Server. This will be our ADDNS. Okay, so this is the AD server. And this is FMC, and this is ADDNS. Then we require one management PC. For management PC, I'll be using Windows. This is our management PC. Okay. Then we require one FTD. So FTD. Let's go with this. This is force. This is our FTD firewall. Okay. Then we require one inside switch. Side switch. This is management switch. We require two routers on the inside. These are the two routers. Inside R1. Inside R2. Then one client PC we will use. So Windows 7 again I'm using. So I'll call it inside PC. Then we require one DMZ. DMZ R1. Let's call it DMZ server. Okay, this is server in the DMZ. Then on the outside, we will have a switch. This switch, I will name it as an internet only. Okay. And I can also I'll use like a internet. But this is actually a switch. Okay, this is just a switch. Then two routers. Inside R1 and outside. First interface, let's connect to the management. So you can see Ethernet management interface of your FTD is connecting to the management switch. Okay, so this is the management interface we have connected. Then this is the gig 0/0 interface we have connected. Okay. Then Z0/1 in the DMZ side. This is the Z0/1 interface. And this is the Z0/2 interface, which will be going to the outside internet. Okay. Then these interfaces we can connect. So you have to make sure that FMC also management interface is there. ADDNS interface. Then management PC. Then inside router 1. Inside router 2. Inside PC. Okay. This also we can keep it like this. Then from here, outside router 1 and outside router 2. Okay. Then let's start all the nodes. This is ready. Yeah. Then on the inside, we are using 10.1.1.0/24 network. And this is the inside. And then we have DMZ. Which is 2.2. And then we have here DMZ. Okay. This is management. 3.3. Then we have internet, which is outside 11.1.0. Okay. On the inside here, we will be using 10.1.1.125. This will be 10.1.1.126. And then here we have 2.2.125. Here we have 10.1.1.1. And then here we have 11.1.1.125. Here we have 11.1.1.126. Okay. Management PC, which is 101. ADDNS 100. Then FMC 62. Then the inside interface of the FTD, we have 10.1.1.10. Then on the DMZ interface, 10.2.2.10. Lavan 1.1.10.
Hi Ajay. I think management PC will be 10.3.3.1.1.
Yes, it will be 10.3.3. It will be 10.3.3. Sorry for this. 3.3. Its complete subnet is 10.3.3. Okay. So now looks everything good. So this is how our lab is going to be. Now we can do some of the basic configuration, like we can go and assign IP to inside PC, management PC, and the ADDNS. Okay, so let's go to the inside PC. This is the inside PC. So inside PC password is test123. In test, T is capital. So go to local area connection, properties, IPv4, 10.1.1.1, subnet mask. Gateway will be 10.1.1.10. Okay, and here what will happen, that your DNS, okay, who will be acting as your DNS server? Your ADDNS. Okay, so for that reason, what we'll do is we'll use here 10.3.3.100 DNS IP address. Okay, click on OK, click on close. Okay, so here IP address has been set. We can go and check. Here config. Sorry, Windows with this IP config. So IP is set. So for inside PC configuration is done. Let's go for the management PC. Password again, test123. Go to local area connection, properties, IPv4. This will be 10.3.3.101.255.355.255.0. Then this will be 10.3.3.10. And this will be 10.3.3.100. Okay, okay. Close. Check. IP config. IP set. Now let's go and configure the AD DNS also. Now here you have to press what? Control Alt Deletes, but if you will press in your keyboard, it will take you out of your system, right? So what you'll do is you will click here. This will automatically be Control Alt Delete. Now here also password is same. Test 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when you will start AD, right? When you will power on your AD, automatically this application will start, which is server manager. Okay. So here you have to go on the local server. Okay. Now the first thing we'll do here is we are going to go and change this name. Okay, right now this is SRV. So I want to change this name. So I'll give here the name as AD DNS only. Okay, so I'll click on change here. And this name, I'll call it AD DNS. I'll say okay, say yes. Click on OK, and this will restart your AD. So restart now. So again, we will click here. And here, again, the password is test 1, 2, 3. Okay, the application will start automatically. Your server manager application, it will start automatically. You go to local server. Now you can see the name. It's correct. AD DNS. Okay. Now here in the AD, you have to turn off the firewall. Okay. Otherwise, it will not have communication. Wait for it. It's getting refreshed. Just go to turn Windows firewall on or off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Okay. close, click here. It's already off. Okay. Now it should reflect here. Now it's reflecting. Your firewall is off. Okay, now let's go and set the IP address also. So click on IPv4 address. Go to properties. IPv4, you can disable IPv6. We are not using it right now. Okay, so go to IPv4, use the following IP address. Now for AD, I'm using 100 IP address. So I'll say 10.3.100. Subnet mask. Two five five 10.3.3.10. Okay. And DNS, so this itself is the DNS server. So that's why I'll use the same IP here. Click on OK. Click on OK. Let's verify the IP address. IP config, it's set. So if you want, you can test the communication also from management PC to the and ADDNS because they are in the same network. So ping 10.3.100. So you can see we have the communication. Okay. Now so today let's also complete the routers configuration. FMC and all, they will take time to come up. Still, you can see your FMC is not come up. So integration of FMC with FTD. Okay, so first of all, initially I'll show you how you can start FDM in the FTD and then how you can integrate your FTD with the FMC. So these things we will see tomorrow. Okay. FMC will take a long time to come up. So when we will be actually doing the lab, we'll not keep your FMC in the EVE-NG, we will keep it in the ESXi only. And also management PC, I'll keep it my base PC as a management PC. So it will save us 12 GB of RAM and also it will free up some more resources so that other devices, they can work very fine. Okay. Now, let's go for routers configuration. Let me start the notepad. Okay. So for inside R1, enable configuration terminal, host name, inside R1, interface Z0/0, IP address, 10.11.1.25.255.255.255.0. No shutdown. And then we will configure a route towards FTD. Then I'll configure telnet SSH also. So username, Cisco, privilege 50, password Cisco. Okay. IP, domain name, cisco.com. And then I'll say crypto key generate RSA modulus 1024. I'll say line device 024 login local transport input out. Then IP HTTP server, HTTP secure server, IP HTTP authentication local. Okay. And this configuration we want to save it. Okay, so this is all the configuration. I'll do it on inside R1. Then same thing for the inside R2 also. So first of all, let me take the access of all these routers. This is inside R1. Inside R2. DMZ. Outside R1. Outside R2. Okay. So we go and say no in all of them. So this is inside R2. Host name R2. This will be 126. Default gateway will be same, remaining everything is okay. And then this is DMZ server. DMZ server, this will be 2.2.125, and this will be 2.2.10. Then outside R1, this will be outside R1, this will be 11.125, this will be 11.110. This is outside R2. Outside R2. This is 11.126. And this is 11.1. Okay. Now one by one, let's copy everything. Copy. Inside R1. Hopefully there will be no error. Yeah, no error. And then inside R2, copy. copy DMZ outside R1. Okay, this is done. Now we can test, communication from inside to inside. So from here, I can go and check the communication. Pin 126. I should have the communication. So you can see from inside to inside communication is there. What about from outside to outside? Ping 126. So outside to outside communication is also there. Okay. And management to management communication also we have tested. So let me save this file. Save as FTD. So right now on the inside we have done the configuration. On the outside also we have done the configuration. DMZ side configuration is done. And management side, your management PC and AD DNS configuration is done. Okay, now we are remaining with FMC and FTD. So these two we will do it tomorrow. Okay, because I have some work today and it will still take some time to come up. Okay, you can see your FMC is still not up. Okay, FMC is still not up. Your FTD will come up. Okay, right now you can see your FTD is up. You're getting firepower login, but your FMC will not come up for a long time right now. Okay, so today you guys design this lab, and tomorrow onwards we will go and first of all see according to FDM, and then we will integrate it with the FMC. And like I said, as per real scenario lab, what we will do is we will keep your FMC management PC in the ESXi. And also if we want, we can keep the AD DNS also in the ESXi only. So entire management side, we will keep it in the ESXi. This will free a lot of resources here, and our lab will work more smoothly. Clear? Yes or no?
Okay. Sir, I wonder. So I have 2 GB RAM in my laptop.
Sorry?
Can I do the lab? So I have 32 GB RAM in 32 GB in my laptop.
32 GB laptop you have, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you can do is you can keep one router here. Okay. And on the outside also you can keep one, but that won't free up a lot of resources. So don't worry, you don't need to set up the lab in your your own system. We will give you. Okay, we are preparing a lab. I'll share the remote access to the lab with you guys. Okay. So
Hi, Ajay.
yeah, hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Actually, I have some query actually. So, can I call you for 2 minutes actually after this class? Actually,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll share with you guys the lab for FTD, so you guys can practice in the dedicated lab itself. Okay. No need to set up it in your system. Yeah, it will have the same rules, 3 hours or 4 hours access you will have per student. Okay. So 4 hours will be more than sufficient. Okay. And this time the lab will be faster. Okay. Preparing a lab with a good amount of resources. No, I'll be sharing a new one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So any doubt in today's part? We just did the lab setup and basic configurations. Okay. All right. So then furthermore, we'll see tomorrow, guys. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.
Okay.
All right.